Let her rip!
Hold a second, man. We got some tourists down here.
Are you going right now?
One person is.
Looking at Devil's Rock. And my guest today is David. Welcome to the Dave and Dave Show. We're skiing in Alta, Utah.
As Dave said earlier, we are attempting for the third time today to reach the summit. And from there, Lord knows what will happen. Huh? What do we have?
Chairlift stops. What is this? I thought this only happened at like Mount Holly or Brighton. Look at that. That is a heavy-duty chairlift.
But anyways.
Now, how did this face get its name, Dave?
From the devil. That's Devil's Castle right there. Yeah, it's finally clear.
We finally can ski and enjoy it instead of groping like scaredy cats from the east. Maybe the gravity god be with us in this final run. Figures we'd lose the sun.
Here. That's how it's done, folks.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Is it good?
Try tomorrow's rationing.
Oh. It is good. What the hell is this?
Mountain air, yeah. Just like Heidi needed.
No, it wasn't Heidi.
Watch him bounce. The doe and her fawn.
Behold! The Wasatch Mountains, part of the Colorado Rockies. Only we're in Utah. North of Salt Lake. We decided to come up here and check for some wildlife. And of course get the old legs in tune for this afternoon's skiing.
Nothing like a beer in the morning. Here we are, climbing Mount Olympus in the Wasatch Range, searching for the Holy Grail and other delights. As you can see, we've seen a few deer earlier when we first got here.
Those satellite dishes along the ridge there?
No, those are some
Indigenous trees.
indigenous trees that look like satellite dishes. Or maybe they were satellite dishes that look like indigenous trees, but well, we noticed a manhole up here in the middle of the mountain. Rumor has it it's the escape hatch from the temple in downtown Salt Lake. The Mormons are known to have many ammunitions and food stores and things like that stashed up in the mountains. We'll stop at one on our way up to the Alta today. You're currently looking down in the valley where the polygamists live. Very common for a man out here to have 12 wives, the way it should be, I believe. Man should have a harem.
Got some down there.
Do you spot some?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
That's a school. That's a school.
That's a school. Well, those are children of polygamists. You know, they'll often have to build their own school to have so many children. It's not unheard of to have 80 or so children. But you oftentimes, when you can tell a polygamous compound by the master house and all the several small dwellings around the unit, and that's usually a good sign that there's a polygamous in house. What you're looking at now are some of the majestic peaks of the Wasatch National Forest. We are right now in what's called Little Cottonwood Canyon. It's been, from what I understand, oh, here's some evidence, beans of an unhappy camper. But you know, under the guise of the Forest Service saying it's the watershed, just over this ridge here is a tunnel that only the Mormons know how deep it is.
I hear running water over there now.
Yeah, well, no, we're not allowed over there. But you know, they have their own water supply, and there's this huge tunnel. We'll try to get some photographs of it next, maybe on our way down, when the opportunity arises to see those tunnels, those holes into the earth, into the side of the mountain, where
What's in the tunnels?
oh, food,
Polygamists.
records, and polygamists also.
Wives. They stash their wives.
Only the young ones. Only the young ones, Russ. The ones that are only the ones that are built for, you know,
Surviving into the next century.
surviving into the next century. You know, that's why for a polygamist to have so many wives, you know, one would wear themselves out under a normal situation. So the women, they themselves, behind those woods over there, behind those woods, those young women are built like shit brick houses.
Heading out to Alta, a couple of beers in us and other substances I can't go into detail about.
We're climbing. We're at about 7,000 feet.
Yeah, reaching a base camp of about 8,000, isn't that right, Russ? 8,600, I believe.
At 8,600.
Yeah,
Right now we're in
8,600.
a little slide
Yeah, here.
pine area. It's a young growth of aspen. Actually, they're stunned.
They're stunned by all the polygamists urinating on the young stalks.
Yeah, we'll be skiing up in them clouds right up there. My God. We're coming to it.
It's a snowbird.
Keep going. Take it until the road ends. Up into those mountains right there, into the clouds are we going.
Merrily we go.
The cliff, Snowbird Lounge. What you're looking at right now is the cliff inn, I believe. Notice the helicopter there. Just the guys with the polygamous. Search and rescue my ass to get the young women up there. What they're looking at right here on a mountain.
This is a hell of a face, right across the street from the Hellgate condominiums here at Snowbird. We're not going to ski here today because it costs too damn much, and we're chicken shits from the east. So we're going to go past the Hellgate slide area, deep into the canyon, and take on Alta.
It's in the clouds.
It is in the clouds.
Closer to God.
we will be closer to God.
Maybe we can talk to them about those polygamists?
And all we have to pay to do it is $19.
The wind blows off the rocks. We're at about 8,000 feet. Let's go, man.
There you go, right back here. Oh, you should see the print I have at work called the Kodak Moment that I bought when I was out here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, an old stagecoach.
Shit! Do you believe it? It's blue sky. We haven't seen it all day. We've been skiing in a quagmire of a cloud. In fact,
I want to go back up to it.
if it gets sunny, I'll go up there.
It's sunny.
Look at this shit, man. Well, we had a wonderful lunch. We're ready to rock. Let's hit it.
I go under your legs.
Thank you.
I almost fucked that up.
What?
Getting on this thing.
Well, Ross, as you can see, polygamists are everywhere. You think these are single people? No, they are children of polygamists. This guy is my witness.
Well, they got a hell of a view.
Well, it's the Mount of Zion.
Yeah.
Okay, as you see, we have attempted we start here. We've already been up here. We came back down and had lunch around here someplace. But what I'm saying is, we've already made one attempt to see the summit, and we're forced back down to the base camp.
It's too fucking far, and it's too foggy out there. You can't see
Well,
what you
here we
can't
are.
ski what you can't see, man.
Well, here we go. We're going up here.
Wait a minute. Where?
We're following this. We're on this chair right here. Well, I'd say we're right around here someplace. Yeah, right, just coming up to this thing. You see that S there? That's those people coming
Hold it up
underneath the
here. I
chair.
can't see shit.
See
Hold
right
it
there?
steady. Yeah.
Right there, where that red line intersects that green line, is right there. You see where those people are coming underneath the chair?
Oh, yeah.
So we are right about there.
Good enough.
Should have brought some water up.
Some water.
Yes. I can feel the effects of dehydration.
Yeah, put some snow in your mouth.
No, that doesn't do it.
No?
No.
Why doesn't it?
It just makes you more dehydrated. It takes more energy to melt the snow than it does to...
Get out of town.
Honest to God. You gotta melt the snow or else you dehydrate.
Do you believe this? The sun has come out for the first time.
Yes. Yes.
Outstanding.
Isn't this great? Oh,
All right,
awesome.
we're going for the 360.
Going straight back down underneath. Right here. Right down.
That's where you want to ski?
Right down. Yeah, otherwise that's too soft.
All right, we'll go down that.
Ah, hell.
I'm not sure how to...
All right, Russ, we're on our way. I can't do it. We are in pursuit of young women.
Hit it again. No, you just rolled it again. I'm glad I didn't fly into that.
Hey, stop it.
Okay, Russ, explain to me what we're trying to do right now at this mad juncture.
Sphincter.
Sphincter.
We're at a sphincter right now.
I'm so wound tight.
We're attempting to go to the top for the third time. And we can finally see. Before it was a complete,
Whiteout.
well, it was a cloud.
Was a whiteout.
For me, you know, it's like terror. You can't see where you're going, so you're like groping in the dark almost. Unless somebody's ahead of you, you use them that way. It's a useful tool. Okay. fucking lost it. Wow, man. That's horrible.
It's the waning hours here at Alta. I'm gonna take a sneak and peek. Whoa, fuck. Sneak and peek into the Alta Lodge. Well, we don't know where the hell that stairway went. Yeah, take another look here at the mountainside. 20 minutes ago, we left Dave off at the public restroom. Oh, there he is. Fuck, what took you so long? Christ.
Gave birth to the second coming.
Let's go over here.
The shallow shaft.
To the chapel?
No, not the chapel. What is it? Our Lady of... What does that say?
Something. Our Lady of...
Service Center.
Where are you going?
Over here, the Shallow Shaft Restaurant Bar.
Right.
I'm gonna check it out. Reconnaissance.
I can't walk up another goddamn step. Level ground.
What were you talking about? Today and yesterday, you were razzing me for being weak. You can't make it across the street?
Yeah.
30 yards.
Get me the car.
It's a nice place up there, you know, satellite dish and everything, but man, you gotta be climbing up the roof, cleaning off the dam. You gotta get the damn snow.
Here, I'll steer.
You steer. There's a good thing for you to do. Some fantastic real estate.
Yeah, this is the lives of the rich and famous. That's where they hang out.
And here's the Alta sign.
Hey, you mind giving it a little drink?
You're doing a good job, Dave. Keep it up. You've got some peaks up there.
Feel like the post?
In a bit of a valley. some real estate.
Cotton bar.
No, I meant to your friends to.
So you don't have to mow your grass. So those were some hellacious turns. How's this car handle?
How's it handle? This fucking car doesn't handle. It's a GM, for Christ's sakes. This is a rental special. Only the rental dealers have these cars.
As you can see, here on the hill, it's snowing again. We're not going to make it this year without having a sunny day. If Russ continues to go this way, he's going to go right off a cliff.
We're at Molly Green's private club. It's a bar, but they charge admission. I'm not sure what's up with that. But there's a few of locals here. Let's find out. So what's it like being employed here at Brighton?
It's the best job I've had in a long time.
What kind of jobs?
Pass.
You get a season pass. Now, what jobs have you had?
I've had a job as a receptionist. I've had a job cooking. I just do lots of different things, but the season pass makes it worth. I do almost any job just to.
So they get employees to work here for a season pass, and that's it. You don't get any pay?
Oh yeah, we get pay. Of course.
You do? How much?
Hourly wage. I don't know if I should disclose that on camera.
Is it a minimum wage?
No, it's more than minimum wage.
It's more than minimum wage. Well, you can't beat that now. Do they give you room and board?
No.
Do they give you discounts on equipment?
No, I don't believe so. We get discounts on food and things like that. Actually, maybe on some stuff in the ski shop, but...
All right, there's some perks. Now, are you an employee here of Brighton also?
No, I don't work.
You're just, this is what we call a ski bum. We have one here right before us. Are you a board bum?
I'm a snowboard bum. Yeah, don't work. Work a couple weeks a month and spend the rest of the time snowboarding.
Well, you live here in Salt Lake City?
Yeah. Yep, it's great.
And you just come up here every day. Don't you get tired of it?
Hell no. Never. No.
Okay, now here we have someone who looks like a Rastafarian, but obviously is not. Although I bet you he is also a board bum. Hi, where are you from?
Here.
You're from Salt Lake?
Yeah.
Are you a member of the Church of Latter-day Saints?
Not by choice.
They forced him into it. We have documentation here. All right, how did it happen? How did it happen?
Well, they baptized me when I was 8 years old and didn't know better.
Really? Now, isn't it against the law to be into skiing and these pleasures of life if you're one of the Mormons?
I don't believe so. It's not skiing, it's this shit right here. Yeah, this is...
Oh, they don't let you drink? Do they abdicate the use of peyote?
No. I doubt it.
I doubt that too. How about marijuana?
No. I advocate that's a no-no.
But they are allowed to have multiple wives.
Yes. That's the polygamy.
You can have many wives as you want, but you can't smoke dope. What kind of a church is that? That's what I want to know. So what's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly?
Kelly. K-E-L-L-Y.
Mr. Bond.
Now,
Mr. Bond works too.
is it Bond? Kelly Bond. Now, you started out skiing, I bet, when you were a youngster.
Nope.
No?
Been doing this for 9 years.
You don't know how to ski then?
I have been once. I learned, but it was no fun.
You said, fuck those things, I want to snowboard.
Exactly. Because it was after I'd already snowboarded, so.
Okay, and what's your name?
My name is Christian Chikowski.
And how long have you been snowboarding?
9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
Pretty good. Now,
Yeah.
I heard you say, and I could tell by the freckles on your face, that your name is Katie. And I bet your grandparents are from Ireland.
England. Some are from Ireland. I'm not really sure of a lot of my line, so.
Now, I bet you snowboard also.
Yes.
But you first learned to ski.
Yes, I did. I learned to ski here at Brighton actually when I was about 10 years old. And then I also learned to snowboard here last year. It was my first year. So this is my second year riding.
What did you say, Dave?
Sounds like a company endorsement there, didn't it?
Company endorsement.
Did you work for Brighton? I love this resort.
Wait a minute. No. Wait till the microphone's on there.
No, I haven't. I wanted to.
Yeah, we're from Michigan. We have a cable show in Michigan. It's called Dave and David, and we're doing a segment now. We came out here. His mother owns a bread and breakfast down below, so we decided to do a segment here in Utah. Now tomorrow we're going to the Mormon church itself. We're gonna break in. Yeah, we have a portable guitar. There's a buddy of mine that plays guitar. He's excellent, and we're going to do some Ted Nugent. We're not going to tell him a thing. We're just going to bust in. He's going to crank it out, and we're going to test their security.
I hear the acoustics in the tabernacle are bitchin', man.
The acoustics. Well, you know, I have a couple records at home. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir. The acoustics are incredible. But what do they do with that church? I mean, do they have mass there or services there every Sunday?
Sunday, they do it on Sunday. Yeah, they do. I don't know if they have church actually up there. Yeah,
Conference.
Really?
that's only like.
Now, can anybody come and partake? You don't have to be a member of the church.
No, they welcome everybody.
They welcome everyone. Well, that's cool.
That gray building then.
What was that, Dave?
How do you get in the gray building?
Big one with the spikes.
Yeah,
You can't go in there.
Why not?
Well, okay. Now, apparently, there's a building here. You got to be special to be in there. Something like that. Oh, it's a temple. It's a temple, Dave. What do you mean, why not? It's a temple. What's in there? All right, what's in there?
I don't know. I've never been into it.
I'll tell you about the temple.
All right.
Christian knows about
I know about the temple. To get into the temple, basically, and to get a lot of the rooms, you have to be baptized into the priesthood, which is a higher realm of the church. You hold a lot more power. You can say prayers, take care of people. When you go in the temple, they got baptism for the dead. It's like dead people that weren't Mormons. You baptize them, and that's supposed to help them to go to a better place. You know. And
Wait a minute. Back up here. They're baptizing not only people that want to be Mormons,
But people that are already people that are already dead.
You heard it right here from Kelly himself. People that are already dead. All right, that's an interesting concept. Are you a part of this at all?
No, I've never been involved in any religion. I've never been baptized or...
No religion too, John Lennon.
there are different levels of the priesthood you can hold, and with different levels of the priesthood can get you into different parts of the temple. And like the prophet, there's only portions of the temple that the prophet can go into. There's chambers that only he himself can get to.
Well, the prophet being who?
Who is the prophet? I don't know.
If I know, I
The
don't.
last one died or something.
So you mean this is like?
Benson or something?
Oh,
or...
nice.
Don't look at that. All right, now we're talking about the guy that's like the head of the Church of Latter-day Saints. That's who you're calling.
Yeah.
Now, somebody told me that Mormon men go on to heaven and become deities, but if you're black, it can't happen. Is that true?
Well, I have no idea.
It's been changing over the years.
Yeah, they used to not even allow black people to go to
blacks
Brigham
at all
Young
until
University.
1978 or 79, and then
And they were allowed into the priesthood?
and then they were allowed into the church and the priesthood.
Now, how do you know about this, Kate?
I can't live in Utah and not know something about the church.
Really?
When I was in high school, I made the decision to go to seminary because I wanted to know if I was going to live in this state. I wanted to understand a little bit more about the religion that was so prominent here, and it wasn't for me. I found out right away.
Well, now that's interesting. You went to check out a seminary.
Wanted her to be a sex slave.
They wanted her what?
Sex slave.
A sex slave, I think is what you said. Now, is that true that the Mormons, train the women from infancy to be sexual? I mean, just to to know what they're doing when they get to be.
They train them to be virgins until they're married.
Married. And then they want you to pop out 10 babies and get them all baptized by the time they're 8.
Interesting. Now, think about that in relation to like a workforce or perhaps an armed force. Are the Mormons into weapons? Are they survivalist types?
Yeah.
There's underground stuff that they own the majority of the television stations and the radio stations. And if the shit went down, they got control of all the airwaves around Utah and almost around the world pretty much. So basically, not in the way that they're going to be killing people, and they're going to be able to convey to people what needs is right when supposedly the second coming of Christ happens.
Fascinating. Isn't it true that on the road up to Brighton there are some Mormon strongholds?
There's big, huge bones.
Isn't it? Isn't that in Big Cottonwood? I mean, in Little Cottonwood?
Canyon.
Yeah.
Big, huge vaults full of all the Mormon records.
Vaults full of records and stuff. And I'm also told, you see the signs that say no trespassing, you'll be prosecuted. If you go up there, like you're going to just check it out, they'll bust you right there. Have you heard that?
They have tours through there. You can go on a tour and check it out. Really? But you can't just walk up there, and try and get in, and they will bust you.
You have to have an appointment at least. Okay, well, thanks for visiting with us today, and we heard it here. We're in Utah, and we're in the turf of the Latter-day Saints. I feel better already.
This is the part of the show where we say goodbye. I've never been into long goodbyes, but I'm going to give you one anyways. When we got here, we drove to the temple. Then we climbed the summit. Made 3 attempts. Today we finally reached the summit. And after coming out of the summit, down through the valley, and into the witch's cauldron, I've come to realize that there are those that have and those that have not. Farewell from the Dave and Dave Show.